Today I thought it would be fun to do an updated vinyl record ISO list. I haven't done one of these in a few months. Like I said, I did one of these a few months ago, but thankfully I was actually able to get my hands on a few of them. So the list has changed, the list has evolved. So I'm gonna share with you what it's looking like as of right now. But first I want to thank One by One for sponsoring today's video. You got a sponsor. One by One is a company that sells high quality turntables, and they were kind enough to send over their high fidelity belt drive turntable with built-in speakers, and they sent it so I could review it, test it out, and share with you my thoughts. The turntable was really easy to assemble. Honestly, I was a little nervous going into it because I can't remember the last time I put together a record player, but the instructions were really thorough. I felt good about it, like I didn't feel like I was gonna mess something up. I think it took me around 10 to 15 minutes to put this together. Like, it did not take me long at all, which I appreciate. This was really easy to assemble. This record player is awesome because, like I said, it comes with built-in speakers, but it also has a Bluetooth function that lets you connect to either your smartphone or tablet. It also comes with a magnet type cartridge and adjustable counterweight. Both of these features work together to balance each other out and help you achieve optimal sound quality. Besides the speakers, my favorite part about this record player is just the quality of it and how it looks. The design looks so professional and like sleek, and it looks so good sitting on top of my setup. It looks so good. Overall, I really actually enjoyed this record player. Using it, testing it out, I really liked it. I'd say it's really easy to operate for a beginner and also someone who might be more advanced. Plus, it sounds great. Like, it sounds so good. I was a little nervous about how the built-in speakers would sound, but it actually sounds great, and they get pretty loud too, which is awesome. I think this is a great option if you're in the market for a new record player or you're a beginner just starting out. I've been using this turntable for about a week now, and I'm still just so shocked in a good way by like how good it is quality-wise. It sounds great. Like I said, the speakers, the volume gets so loud, which is also good for the Bluetooth function. Like, I can connect my phone to it. And I think for the price, I think this is a great record player. This record player makes it so simple to enjoy your music. It's not complicated at all, which I love. I love things that aren't complicated because sometimes I can get a little stupid. I'm so happy that they sent this to me because I'm obsessed with it. If you're interested in checking out this exact turntable, you can shop using the link in my description. Thanks again to One by One for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it. So if you're unfamiliar with what ISO means, basically it means in search of. It's records that I'm on the hunt for, I'm keeping my eye out for, and if I see them, I'm gonna snatch them up and get them. Just like in the last video, I'm gonna be telling you about the record, and then the most fun part, I'm gonna be telling you the highest price that they go for on Discogs, because why not? I looked over the list I had last time and refined it, okay? I added some new ones, I kept some of the old ones. These are in no particular order. Alright, first up we have K Bye For Now by Ariana Grande. This one specifically on the list, I am shocked that I don't own, just because it's so nostalgic. It's basically all live performances from her Sweetener World Tour. It was one of my favorite concerts I've ever been to. Like, that show, it was so good, and I miss it, and I miss her being like a musician and all. But yeah, I really love this album. I also love the note changes she includes, and you can hear like people talking, and I love that. Like, people yelling. It's just a lot of fun, and I love these songs, and I love them live. The reason I don't have it is because how expensive it is. It was a Record Store Day exclusive, I'm pretty sure, and I didn't get it when it first dropped, so now it's really expensive. The highest price on Discogs that it's gone for is about $110, and I'm not gonna pay that. I can't. This one I just have to include in every single video. I cannot go a video without like talking about this vinyl because I need it so bad. Harry Styles Self-Titled on either the pink or white. Originally I had my heart set on getting that pink vinyl because it matches the cover, but now I'm like, the white one would be just as epic. The white one is still a flex. I feel like once I have one of these two or both of them, I will like hit my peak. That'll be it for me. I'll ascend after that. HS1 is one of my favorite albums of all time. So having it on a fun little pink or white pressing, duh, like obviously I want it. But here's the thing. The pink one goes for about $680. I've seen it for more. Actually, I think the most I've seen it is maybe like $10,000, which is absurd, but I need it bad. So if anyone has it and like wants to get rid of it. Like, I'm your girl. Like, I included this one last time too because it's just, I think it's so ridiculous that I need it. But we have another self-titled album, but this time from 5 Seconds of Summer. And this is the picture disc. I am so mad that I only like recently, like in the past few years, started collecting vinyl, because if I had been collecting like back then when these were dropping, oh, my collection would have been stacked. It would have been superb. But now I'm left with paying about $518 for a single disc. Like, why? That's too much. It's too much. Now, if I did have $500, I would spend it on that, but like, still, it's too much. I don't have any 5 Sauce vinyl in my collection, which is a problem, and I need to like fix that. But I want self-titled. I can vividly remember listening to that album for the first time. It's so cool. I love it, and I love a picture disc. I've probably spent the most money on picture discs, so it only makes sense for me to add that one to the collection too. Next up, we have one that just really, it hurts. It hurts, okay? We have the Heartbreaker heart-shaped single from Bad Sons. I don't have any records that are not round. Like, I don't have any shaped discs. I love Bad Sons. I met them recently. Oh my god. If you want me to do like a whole story time video on that, please let me know. I will do that, because I just like need to like rant and talk about them. If I had to choose, Heartbreaker is one of my faves from them. And having it on like a red heart disc, that's iconic. The problem is it was only for sale on one of their tours and no one's selling it. Literally no one is selling it online, but the highest it sold for on Discogs was $50. And if there was one person out there selling it for $50, I would snatch that up so fast. Let's move on to another from Ariana Grande. This time it's the Christmas and Chill EP on the green etched vinyl. Once it hits November, okay, Halloween's over, it's Christmas time. I'm only listening to this EP starting November 1st. I'm not even playing. I only have one other Christmas disc in my collection, and that's Wham's Last Christmas. So why wouldn't I add my other favorite Christmas songs? You know what I mean? Some of those songs actually I listen to year round because some of them don't even mention Christmas. If you see me on Spotify listening to this next week, you know, like, keep it to yourself. The disc itself is really cool also because it's etched. This one goes for about $115, and I'm not spending that on like one disc. Next up, we have a new edition. When this record dropped, I was like, oh my god, wait, I need that. I need that so bad. And then never bought it. And then kind of forgot it even existed. Like, it wasn't even in my want list on Discogs. So like, it totally escaped my brain, but I saw it while I was making this list for this video. I saw it and I was like, wait, I need that. I need that now. And that would be the High School Musical soundtrack, the gold pressing. Self-explanatory, really. Love High School Musical. I don't recommend watching the third High School Musical when you are a senior graduating high school, because oh my god, the tears, I was a mess. Eventually, I'm hoping that they make records for the other 2 movies, because honestly, I'd rather have High School Musical 2 over the first one, because High School Musical 2 is superior, and the music in that one is some of the best music in the entire franchise. That one goes for $186. This next one kind of goes in the same way. Like, I totally forgot that this was even like an album that I wanted on vinyl. That would be Heaven or Las Vegas by Cocteau Twins. Ugh. But I love this album so much. I love listening to it in the fall time. Like, I don't know why, it feels very fall and autumnal to me. I love the vibes. It's so good. 50/50 Clown. Oh my god. Like, don't even get me started. Do I know what they're saying? No, of course not. I don't know what the they're saying. I don't need to understand them to enjoy it. I also love this cover. This cover is stunning. I don't know how I don't have this one either. This one should have been like one of the first vinyl I ever got because it's so necessary. And that's the Minecraft soundtrack by C418. Honestly, any of these pressings I would be chill with because they're all cool. They're all like a green. But the one I wrote down has a lenticular cover, which is, if you don't know, that's when you like shift it and it changes. That's so cool. This one goes for $319 though, but I just want my hand on any of them because the soundtrack, again, so nostalgic. I love Minecraft, dude. I don't care, it's my favorite video game. I love video game soundtracks. Video game soundtracks are so good. Like, have I ever played Kingdom Hearts? No. Do I love the soundtrack? Yes! I don't remember what video I mentioned this in. Maybe it was a vinyl collection. I think I said that I wanted to variant collect for Wham / George Michael. Like, I want to collect a bunch of picture discs. I have a few of them, but I want all of them, which is going to be very expensive and very difficult to do, but I think eventually I'd like to get there. The one I wrote down is the Careless Whisper single from George Michael, the picture disc, of course. This one goes for $79, which isn't terrible. That's roughly what I paid for the Make It Big picture disc that I have, but I can't believe I don't even have like a 7-inch of Careless Whisper, and I desperately need one. That's a staple. Oh, this one makes me so sad too. Like, some of them are just so depressing because they're so rare to come by. No one's selling them, or they're super expensive for no reason. Our number 10 vinyl that I'm gonna be talking about is Details by Fro Fro. Specifically, I would love, in an ideal world, I would have the red pressing with the numbered jacket. Like, ideally, I would have that one, but that one goes for $361. And that, again, I should just bite the bullet and spend that much money on it because that is one of my favorite albums. I love Imogen Heap and her voice. Next up, we have Falling In by Inhaler, the blue 7-inch. Again, in an ideal world, I would have all of Inhaler's singles. I love the random singles that they have out. Those are some of my favorite songs by them. Like, if I had When I'm With You, that song's amazing. Falling In. This one, Falling In, goes for $80. And then I think the B-side of that one is the Mazzy Star cover, but Falling In is one of my favorite songs from them, so I would love to have it. Next up, we have another blue vinyl, but this time it's Blue Neighborhood by Troye Sivan. This one goes for $400, by the way. Absolutely not am I doing that. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to blow on that. I love Troye Sivan. I'm glad he's getting his flowers now, but Blue Neighborhood, just incredible. First album too, like, you're joking. Give me my TRXYE sweater and let me listen to Blue Neighborhood by Troye Sivan. Hearing Wild for the first time changed my life, actually, but Ease is definitely my favorite song. All right, we're getting down to the wire. We've got our last 3 that I'm gonna be talking about today. Of course, I have other vinyl on my wish list. Like, come on, my wish list is probably like hundreds of records long, but I have shortened it and given you the fun ones that I felt like I could talk about. Again, this one was in my last video because I need it so bad. And that's Metaphysical by the Technicolors, the cherry red pressing. I'd also take Standard Black at this point. I don't care anymore. I just need this album on vinyl. I am constantly listening to this, like throwing it on shuffle. But for some reason, this album is impossible to find any trace of online, like the record itself. No one's selling it. I barely see any pictures of it. There was a TikTok that came on my For You page a few months ago of someone spinning it, and I was like, oh my god, this is like the most I've ever seen of it. Like, oh my god. So I'm like scrolling through comments, like seeing people talk about it, and it was like 10 comments. Like, it was not that much. And I save it so I can like go back to it later, whatever. And then they delete it. And I was like, what is going on with this album? Is it cursed? I don't know. Okay, our second to last vinyl I'm gonna be talking about is Static and Silence by the Sundays, the sea glass blue pressing. This one goes for $215, which isn't terrible. I'm just like still debating if I want to spend that much on that album. That's probably my second favorite album from them. Of course, my number 1 is Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. Shout out to one of y'all or someone on my TikTok. I got a comment the other day that was like, hey, did you see that they re-released Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic? And I'm like, how did I miss that? Why didn't I see anything about this? It came out a month ago and already sold out. I did get my hands on it though. I did buy it. But yeah, I want Static and Silence. I don't even have Static and Silence on CD. I have Blind and Reading, Writing, and then Arithmetic. But again, eventually I'd like to have them all on vinyl. Last up for this video, the last vinyl I'm gonna be talking about is Harry's House by Harry Styles, the picture disc. When I found out this came out on picture disc and it was only available in the UK, I flipped my lid. I was so upset. Oh my god, I think I'm actually crazy because I then started Googling like how to get a shipping address in the UK and then find a company that would take it from there and ship it to me. Like, chill the f out. But on Discogs it goes for about $55, and again, I just haven't bit the bullet and done it. It's not that bad. It's only a little above retail price, so I'm like, I should just do it. What do you mean Harry Styles released a picture disc and I don't own it? I love picture discs and I love Harry, obviously. That about wraps it up for this video. Thank you again to One by One for sponsoring today's video. Love y'all. Check the link in my description to go shop. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe down below for more videos from me. Okay, bye.